Utilities. We've heard the words left, right, and center, and you're probably thinking, there's so many utilities out there. What are the ones that are going to really make a difference for my project? Well, in this video, I'm taking you through 3 of the top and most important NFT utilities that I think are really valuable on a roadmap. Plus, if you stay to the end, I've even got a bonus one for you, which I think is really easy to do. And it's just about thinking outside the box as to who you can work with to make it happen. I hope you're intrigued because there's lots coming your way. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to jump straight in with airdrops. Now, I find airdrops probably the most valuable utility for any of the NFT projects that I'm in. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, an airdrop is where the founders of a particular project will drop in to all of the wallet holders something for free. So it could be another NFT, it could be some digital wearables, it could be something that enhances them in the metaverse, it could be an art drop. And we're going to go through why some of the top creators in the space and top projects are doing this really, really well. And we're going to start with World of Women. Now, they most recently teamed up with the Fabricant Studio to create, just as I mentioned, digital wearables for the metaverse. Now, there is a small collection, and this has been allocated amongst the 10,000 holders, and each collection is divvied up in terms of what suits your particular NFT best. So for my World of Women NFT, I've ended up with the Painter's overall, which actually suits me fine from a creative perspective. I absolutely love it. Now, this just gives you not only additional value, but it also gives you the opportunity of taking your NFT to another level in other realms, i.e. the metaverse. And why is this really important? Well, it's important because you need to feel like for your investment, you're getting something back as a wallet holder. So from a founder's perspective, you need to be thinking about something along these lines. Now, every month, World of Women art drops us. So a little bit of a spin on the word airdrop, but sends us as wallet holders an art drop, which not only gives us, again, additional value for certain pieces of art that we get for free. These just show up in your wallet. But actually, what I really love about this is that essentially you're getting something where you might be able to get value, or you might discover an emerging artist. And what a great way to do it, by having one of the biggest projects in the space giving you that kind of exposure to these new pieces of art. So if you're an art lover, this is a great airdrop. I'm going to run through a very few more quick ones, which I think work really well. We've got Boss Beauty collabs here. Now, you were able to claim this. This wasn't specifically airdropped, but you were able to go on and claim these particular Boss Beauties. And this was all done in partnership with certain brands. So here we can see Boss Beauties and Rolling Stones. And what I thought was really interesting was initially I was like, oh, well, it's a nice to have. But actually now they're dropping utility. So what you could then do is actually go onto Rolling Stone and claim a year's subscription to that. So again, it's adding value for the community, which is so, so important. Now let's go back to where this kind of all started in terms of the airdrops. And of course, when we think of the airdrops and where it all started, we think of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, because why don't we think of them for everything? They are the trailblazers. Now, what they did very first, in the first instance, was drop all of their Bored Ape Yacht Club's holders a mutant serum, and you got kind of allocated different serums. But then what you could do is use that to mutate your particular NFT, and it will turn into, as we all know, the all-powerful Mutant Ape Yacht Club. And then this is your secondary collection. So from an airdrop of serum, you've suddenly been able to get yourself an incredibly valuable asset. And it doesn't just stop with the Bored Ape Yacht Club doing that, because we see here with Deadfellas, another fantastic project in the space. They created a lab pass to allow the wallet holders to then claim their Dead Friends, which was a collection which obviously a lot of people who wanted to get into the Deadfellas ecosystem was able to do. Now, from a founder's perspective, this is great because it generates you guys another level of income if these kind of pick up, and you can kind of see another opportunity for secondary market sales. But again, for your particular community, it makes you feel really valued. And that's the power of airdropping. Right, next up, I want to talk about staking. Now, play to earn, earning passive income, anything along those lines is a really, really valuable asset for any wallet holders. And I think you kind of need to think about this for any particular NFT project that you are setting up. Now, you might wonder what staking is, but staking essentially is a way to compound or keep your NFTs and dedicate them to essentially a DeFi platform to receive rewards without having to sell your particular NFT. So you basically create passive income. It obviously comes from cryptocurrency, and they're now trying to do it in the way of NFTs. Not every project does this, but I do think it can work if it is for you. And I just wanted to show you just how it works. And actually, this is in the sense of this is something slightly different, because this is Looks Rare, which is actually a marketplace where I've actually staked some airdropped looks, which is their currency, which I did back in December last year. And since I mean, it was worthless back in December, but now I think I probably had about $50 worth, and I've compounded it and basically said, I'm not going to sell my looks. I'm going to put it into the staking mechanism here, paid a little bit of gas to do that. And now it's worth $443, which is amazing. So you kind of end up thinking about how can you reward your NFT holders by giving them something that will generate them passive income. Now, this is a little bit more of a complicated way of doing things, and you have to be a little bit more technically minded in order to be able to do this. But take some inspiration from this. Take some inspiration as well from Axie Infinity. Now, this is kind of almost where it all started as well for a lot of people on Play to Earn. So 2.8 million active daily users on this. What this does is that obviously through gameplay gives you the opportunity to earn rewards, i.e. something you can monetize. So you go through this and it says here, play and earn. And a lot more established projects, and this might be something you want to put in your roadmap for the future, is once you get the funding, after you sell out of your mint, is to invest in building some sort of game or some sort of, platform which allows your wallet holders to essentially earn back money by playing games that are fun or getting something to reward them for what they're doing. Now, the other way of looking at this is, again, we turn to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. The Apes versus Mutants game, which anyone could play on the App Store, but actually if you owned an ape or you owned a mutant, not only could you play this game, which was absolutely loads of fun. You basically go around lots of sewers shooting bananas at either the mutants or the apes, or whichever one, the opposite of what you're playing. And you essentially can create the opportunity to be part of something where you could win rewards. So there was like first place is a Bored Ape Yacht Club pinball machine, which essentially becomes like memorabilia. You can win merchandise, you can do things like that. So the rewards that come back to you don't necessarily have to be financial. They can be merchandise based as well. But I do think finding ways of allowing your NFT holders to completely immerse themselves in your particular project and to be part of them, but be part of what they're, be part of the community by allowing them to then think about how they can kind of get something back on a passive income basis is going to be really, really beneficial for you. So that for me is a huge plus point when it comes to play to earn gamings, and Axie Infinity led the way, I really do think, and a lot of NFT projects, including the apes, actually thought this is a good idea and followed suit. So it's definitely something for you to bear in mind. Okay, so the third option for you is to look beyond NFTs and where can you take your utility, your project in the future. And I think, a lot of people once upon a time was like, oh, it's an easy thing to say, let's go to the metaverse. But once we start seeing the big projects really taking this seriously, we see the opportunity of what the metaverse and other platforms beyond the NFT space really be able to do for you. So we are in the next week anticipating the Bored Ape Yacht Club metaverse, the other side, which is going to be dropping. There was a huge trailer to do with this. There was lots and lots of questions and loads of interest when it came to this. And, what we're seeing is a huge opportunity for people to really get involved and utilize the NFT that they have in a whole new dimension. So we might, and we don't know this is speculative, but this is kind of part of the whole moving and shaking of this industry, is that we may, as holders of this particular NFT, get allocated land. We also have ApeCoin, which was given to us. So again, we were airdropped ApeCoin or able to claim it. And that for us gives us the opportunity maybe to buy land. So again, it's taking what we have as a project and expanding it to other opportunities that make your project continually more valuable for your particular NFT. So this is what the apes are doing. The other side is huge. We're excited. I can't wait to kind of report on this for you guys. But let's not just stop there. The Sandbox, which is one of the biggest metaverses out there, they've teamed up with World of Women, and we can already see what that might look like. You know, our NFTs in this space can turn into a voxel avatar for the Sandbox, because they are creating a partnership, a £25 million commitment from the foundation of the Sandbox to go to World of Women, and this is to help more women get involved in the metaverse. So there is a big thing here, which is basically telling us that there is an investment from both sides into the metaverse. So buy some land, look at what you're going to be doing on that land. How can you give back that value to the creators? It's an incredibly important piece of the puzzle for when you're delivering those key utilities. Oh, hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play, and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators, and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly, with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video. And if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business. Now, this is my bonus one, and this comes back to kind of what we saw with Boss Beauties. They partnered with major brands like Rolling Stone and Hugo Boss. What I'm loving seeing is the level of collaboration between certain brands and digital wearables, or those that can give maybe in real life benefits to the wallet holders of particular NFTs. And this is one of the ones that I've minted. I am part of the Fame Lady Squad. I have a couple of those NFTs. And because of that, I was able to claim the Catharsis partnership. And that was an in real life necklace, Fame Lady Squad necklace, but also a digital wearable that my particular NFT will be able to wear in the metaverse or on her NFT avatar or whatever they want to do with it. So it was giving me a double benefit here, which I thought was really good. And you can obviously redeem this, all you were paying for was gas for this, but it's a really exciting way of feeling like not only am I sort of crossing the boundaries of bringing this back into real life, but I'm also having the opportunity of creating something for my avatar and my NFT as well. We've been seeing this for a long time. Things like Super Plastic, like they are essentially a cool toy company, and they've been teaming with some major brands in this space. I first took note of them when they teamed up with Gucci for a drop called Super Gucci, and what that meant was that when you bought this particular NFT, over time, if you held on to your NFT, you would be airdropped the plastic toy version of it, which is essentially this, which would be valuable in real life in itself as well. So these kind of partnerships were really valuable to have within the NFT space. And again, Super Plastic, they've done things and they've played their cards right. They've teamed up with the biggest projects in the space. We've got the Bored Ape Yacht Club as well. They created some Super Plastic toys. Those sold like hotcakes as soon as they came out. And that for me is, again, the idea of partnering with other people in the space that can add additional value to your particular NFT is a really incredible utility to have. Well, there you have it. 3 amazing utilities, plus a little bonus for you to make sure that you're hot on the heels and working even harder for your community. Now, if you want to learn anything more about what's going on in the NFT space and how you can make your project even bigger and better, don't forget to check out videos like these. They are 3 things that are really simple that can make a huge difference to your project. So watch, learn, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.